So welcome to our second meeting of the Topological Complexity Seminar of the Applied Algebraic Topology Research Network. It is my great pleasure to introduce our speaker today, Lucille Vandenbroek from Universidade de Minho. Lucille will explain to us how an abelian fundamental group prevents a closed manifold from having maximal possible topological complexity. So, por favor, Lucille.
Obrigada. Okay. So, thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for the invitation to talk here. I will talk about non-maximality of topological complexity for manifold with abelian fundamental group. And this is a joint work with Dan Cohen. So first slide to tell you that we will consider the normalized version of a topological complexity and a Lustanich-Schnirelmann category of path-connected CW complex X. So TC of X is a least integer n such that the product X cross X can be covered by n+1 open sets on each of which we have a continuous local section of the path-free fibration which takes a path to its extremities. And for category, we want n+1 open sets which cover X and which are contractible in X. So as well known, the category of X is at most the dimension of X, and the TC of X is bounded above by 2 times the category of X and then 2 times the dimension of X. And so the maximal value, the question of maximality, non-maximality here is with respect to this value, 2 times the dimension of X. Okay, so as is well known, first, we call that if the space is simply connected, then this dimensional upper bound can be divided by 2. So we will have that TC of X is at most a dimension of X. So we will consider space with non-abelian fundamental group, and as said in the title, with abelian, non-trivial fundamental group, and as said in the title, abelian. And also, okay, the question is only for the space whose category is maximal. Otherwise, TC cannot be maximal, cannot reach this upper bound. Okay. Actually, this so, and we want to establish non-maximality result for such spaces, and this is in the continuity of the following theorem by Costa and Farber, who studied the topological complexity of spaces with a small fundamental group, namely Z2, Z3. And they prove that when the fundamental group is Z2, then the TC of X is never maximal. So is always less than 2n when n is a dimension. And this is also true when the fundamental group is Z3 and the dimension is odd. When the dimension is even, this continues to be true, but there is an extra condition, which is when the free-adic expansion of n over 2 contains at least 1 digit 2. And they prove that this condition is sharp. So for instance, for this space X, which is a 6-dimensional skeleton of the infinity L3 length space, then they prove that topological complexity is equal to 2 times the dimension of X, so it's maximal. So this is in contrast to with the odd dimensional skeleton, and for which so the TC is not maximal, as it is also well known for the odd dimensional skeleton of the other length spaces. But here, so we should observe that this space X is not a closed manifold, and we want to restrict the attention to spaces to closed manifold. And the goal is to obtain a general condition on the group which guarantees that the TC is not maximal. And what we obtained is the following result, that so for M, an n-dimensional closed manifold with abelian fundamental group, the topological complexity is not maximal when M is non-orientable without any condition on the dimension. And when M is orientable and when the fundamental group is of one of the following form. So first case, when this is a free abelian, without any restriction when the dimension is odd, and with the condition that the rank is less than 2n when n is even. Other case is so with a cyclic group, and yes, here I will just consider a cyclic group whose order is the power of prime, because they are the fundamental cases and product of such cyclic group for the same prime. So, so here we can have a cyclic group times a free part with the restriction that the rank of the free part is less than the dimension. Then when we do, when we consider product of a cyclic group, things become more complicated. So for instance, for a two-fold free product, we can still have a free part, but of rank at most 1, so Z or nothing. With a product of a free cyclic group, then in general, we cannot have a free part. But there is a special case, which is less restrictive when the cyclic group is Z2. Here we can have an arbitrary product, a finite product of Z2 times a free part without any restriction when n is odd, and with the same restriction as before, R less than 2n when n is even. And we have example which shows for each condition that the condition is sharp. And in particular, at the end of the talk, I will show you a manifold with a fundamental group of this form, and with the rank equal to the dimension and with maximal topological complexity. Okay, so before to tell you how we get this result, as mentioned in the abstract, we also have non-maximality result for the category of the cofiber of the diagonal map. So for this space, so here in general, for the double complex X in general, so this space is a quotient of the X cross X by the image of the diagonal map. And the dimension is 2 times the dimension of X. So the category of the cofiber is at most 2 times the dimension of X. And there are some link between this category and the TC of X. So the first link has been established by Farber, who proves that the category of the cofiber is at most TC of X plus 1. And then with Rosé-Calcines, we have shown that the relationship can be closer. And in particular, we have established that, say, homotopy version of a cup length, so in the terms of the so-called weak category in the sense of Bernstein-Hilton, coincides with the similar weak version of TC. Okay. And we also have shown that the category of the cofiber is equal to TC for various spaces, for instance, for orientable surfaces, for RPN, for the lens spaces and their skeleton, and so on. And also on the same line, more recently with Jesus Gonzalez and Mark Grant, we have established that the TC is equal to the category of the cofiber for a certain class of 2 cell complexes using Hopf invariant techniques. But in the meantime, Alexander Dranishnikov proves that we do not have in general that the category of the cofiber is equal to TC of X. And in particular, he proves that for the non-orientable surface NG of genus G, then we always have the category of the cofiber equal to 3. And doing big progress in the study of the topological complexity of these spaces, he proves that TC of NG is equal to 4 for G greater than or equal to 4. And in fact, this is also true for genus greater than or equal to 2, as Dan Cohen and I established later. Okay, so here we have that for these surfaces, the category is never maximal. And we can extend this result, obtain a non-maximality result as for TC, where we can relax the hypothesis that the commutativity of the fundamental group, because as established by Zranichnikov, the fundamental group of the cofiber is always abelian. And actually, this is abelianization of the fundamental group of X. So this is equal to the first homologic group of X. So now in our theorem for a manifold M of dimension n, so we will have that the category of the cofiber is not maximal, less than 2n, when M is non-orientable, when M is orientable, and now with the same condition as before, but on the first homologic group of M. Okay, and okay, we cannot, let me note that we cannot relax the hypothesis to be manifold, because if we consider the same space as before in the theorem of Costa and Farber, so we have seen that the TC of X, the TC of this space is maximal, and as I mentioned before, with Rosset-Kalsines, we have proved that for such spaces, TC is equal to the category of the cofiber. So here we also have that the category of the cofiber is maximal. Okay, and let me note that we can also use this theorem to generalize the example of the non-orientable surfaces in the following way. We can consider as in analogy to NG, and connected sum of RPN. So say G copies of RPN. Then, okay, this space is non-orientable if n is even, and it is orientable if n is odd. And for n greater than or equal to 3, the first homologic group is just a product of Z2. So using the non-orientable case or the Z2 case, which is less restrictive of the theorem, we can see that the category of the cofiber is always less than 2n. Actually, with a standard calculation of cup length, we can see that this is equal to 2n minus 1. But on the other hand, in a previous work with Dan Cohen, we have proved that TC of these spaces for G greater than or equal to 2 is always maximal. So here we have, so this extends the example of non-orientable surfaces. And okay, to establish, to study this TC, and also very important here, we use a cohomology class which has been introduced in the work of Costa and Farber, which is sometimes called the TC canonical class. Here I will say the Costa-Farber class. And it's analogous for the category, the Bernstein-Schwarz class. So let me recall that for a space X with a fundamental group pi, so the Bernstein-Schwarz class and the Costa-Farber class are cohomology class of degree 1 in the cohomology of X for Bx, the Bernstein-Schwarz class, and in the cohomology of X cross X for Vx, the Costa-Farber class. And thus, this is thus with a coefficient in I of pi, which is the augmentation ideal of pi, so which can describe as a finite sum of integer time elements of the group, such that the sum of the integer is 0. And they are local, so this is a system of local coefficients, so we should consider here an action of the fundamental group pi, and here of pi cross pi. So, and these actions are given by this formula, so the action of pi is given just by the multiplication on the left, and the action of a pair A, B of element of the group is multiplication of the left by A and multiplication by the inverse of B on the right. Okay, so now there is several ways to describe these classes, and one possibility is as follows. We can consider a map which is a classifying map for the universal cover of X. So this is a map from X to B pi, the classifying space of pi, which induce an isomorphism of fundamental group. And then we can see Bx and Vx as pullback along gamma, gamma cross gamma of the classes for B pi, which I will denote just B pi and V pi. And these classes can be seen as the cohomological classes of cocycles which are defined on the respective bar resolution. So let me say for the Bernstein-Schwarz class, so we will consider the first stage of the Z pi resolution of Z. So this is the Z pi module, a free module generated by the element of pi. And we send such an element A to A minus 1. And with the differential of the bar resolution, we can check that this is a cocycle and its class is precisely B pi, okay? And for the Costa-Farber class, this is the same. We have this cocycle which send AB to A inverse of B minus 1. And the importance of these classes in the study of the TC and category of spaces with a non-trivial fundamental group comes from, in particular, from this theorem. So which says that category of X is equal to n maximal, the dimension, if and only if the n power of the Bernstein-Schwarz class is non-zero. And so this is due to Bernstein, Schwarz, and Dranichnikov and Rudiak for the extensions to the case n equal to 2. And for the TC, we have the same by the result of Costa and Farber, that the 2n power, this is maximal if and only if the 2n power of Vx is non-zero. And here, when we are considering such power, so in the coefficient here, we have to consider the n tensorfold, n-fold tensor product of I of pi with the diagonal action of here x of pi, and here this would be of pi cross pi. Okay, so now we will use that to study TC of manifolds with abelian fundamental group. So first, when the fundamental group is abelian, there is a strong relation between these two classes, which is given by this homomorphism from pi cross pi to pi, which send A, B to the product A inverse of B. And this is a homomorphism because the multiplication, the inversion are here homomorphism. And by the functoriality of the bar resolution and the formula we have seen before for the cocycle, we can see that we have such a commutative diagram. And here in the target, we can identify the pi and pi cross pi action. And then what we get is that the V pi is exactly the pullback along chi of B pi, relation which has also been observed by Farber and Mescher. Okay, so now when we have a manifold, we can also translate this condition here using Poincaré duality. So now if X is a manifold M, then TC of M is maximal equal to 2n if and only if the cap product of this class with the fundamental class of M cross M is non-zero. Okay, so now if we write that as before, as pullback along a map gamma from M to B pi, which is an isomorphism and in in fundamental group. So we have that. And so this means essentially that the evaluation of these classes on the fundamental class should be non-zero. And then this is equivalent to say that by the properties of the Kep product that the 2n power of v pi should not be zero on these classes here. Okay, and these classes can be written m cross m when m is an image by gamma, by the morphism induced by gamma of the fundamental class of M. So this will be a class in the homology of B pi, which is as usual referred as the homology of the group pi. Okay, and here I am taking coefficient in Z tilde. So this Z tilde is a module, is an orientation module. So this means this is a Z with the action of pi given by the orientation character, which is an homomorphism from pi to plus or minus 1, and which is 1 if we have a loop which preserves the orientation, and minus 1 otherwise. So in particular for an orientable manifold, this is always 1 and the action is trivial, okay? But this permits to consider both orientable and non-orientable case. And with this coefficient, the nth homology group of M is Z, and then we have a fundamental class, okay? So this is the fundamental class I am considering here. And here in this homology group, the action of pi on Z tilde comes just by, is transported through this isomorphism in fundamental group. Okay, so now when pi is abelian, so we have this relation here, so we can continue. And once again, using the properties of the Kep product, we get that this Kep product should be non-zero. Okay, so now if this class, the image by chi star of M cross M is 0, then TC is not maximal. Okay, and actually we will see that this is an equivalence. And also I would like to mention that such a class appears in the work of Dranishnikov on the category of the cofiber. And we will see, so let me explain the easiest, the link with the cofiber in this easiest case when pi is abelian in order to see the equivalence. Okay, so when pi is abelian, our morphism chi induce a continuous map from B pi cross B pi to B pi. And if we compose with the diagonal map, this will be trivial. And actually at the level of the group, we have a short exact sequence of group. Okay, so now if we take a map from X to B pi, gamma, so we will, here we will have a commutative diagram. So this composite here will be trivial, and then we get an induced map from the cofiber of the diagonal map to B pi. Xi. And with the Van Kampen theorem, we can see that the fundamental group of the cofiber is pi, and that this induces an isomorphism on fundamental group. And therefore, the Bernstein-Schwarz class of the cofiber can be seen just as a pullback along Xi of B pi. And then if we continue the pullback now along Q, then this is the same as doing the pullback along chi and along gamma cross gamma. And this was exactly the Costa-Farber class. So what we get is that the pullback of the B C delta is equal to the Costa-Farber class of X, and the same for any power, okay? And now, if we look at the cohomology sequence of this cofibration, so since X is of dimension n, we can see that K will induce an isomorphism for K at least n plus 2. So in particular for K equal to 2n. So, and this says that the 2n power of Vx is 0 if and only if the 2k power of BC delta is 0. And so we have an equivalence, TC is non-maximal if and only if the category is non-maximal. And when M is a manifold, we can complete with this equivalence here. So okay, we have seen that if this is 0, then TC is non-maximal. So category of the cofiber is non-maximal, less than or equal to 2n-1. So this means that this map here will factorize through 2n-1 dimensional space. So will be 0 in 2n homology. So this composite also, and so this composite also. But when X is a manifold, this composite here in 2n homology is exactly given by this class, which should be 0. Okay, so in the general case, we continue to have this equivalence here, and this follows from the work of Granishnikov, but where we have to substitute M by its image through the Abelianization homomorphism. So from the fundamental group to the first homology group. So here, alpha star of M will be so this image in the homology of H, and here the action of H on Z tilde is induced by the Abelianization. Okay, so we have that, and here we will not have anymore an equivalence, but we continue to have this implication, and we can see that through this relation between the Bernstein-Schwarz class of C delta and Costa-Farber class, where here we have to consider, say, the Abelianization of the augmentation ideal. Okay. Okay, so essentially now what we have to do is to study these classes, such classes here, and we want to do that in a more general way. So to study these kind of classes when C is so homology class of in the homology of G, a finitely generated abelian group with an arbitrary action of on Z tilde. Okay, so independently on the action, we can see that as in the standard case, the homology of G is a Pontryagin algebra, so with a strictly anticommutative product that I will denote by like that, as like in an exterior algebra, which is induced by the multiplication of the group. So which is strictly, which is anticommutative and strictly anticommutative. So the square of the classes of odd degree are 0. And we also have a morphism which is induced by the inversion, J. Okay, so now from the expression of chi, we have that these classes here can be just written like C times G of C in the homology of the group, J of C. And in particular, if J of C is a plus or minus C, and the degree of C is odd, we can immediately conclude that these classes is 0. Okay, so now we want to study that in a more general way. So what we did is, okay, first with the QNet formula, we can reduce the study to group of this form, a 3-part times a product, a finite product of ZPA with always the same P. Okay, and then in order to understand better the morphism induced by the inversion, and also to work with the classes which come from the Tor here, from the Tor part here, we work at the chain level. So we call that the homology of the group with coefficient in Z tilde can be calculated from free ZG resolution of Z, for instance, the bar resolution. And then we do the tensor product with Z tilde with the diagonal action of G, and we kill the diagonal action. And then we get chain complexes, which gives the homology of J. And when we have a product, so here we have obviously product. When we have a product, we get a resolution of the product by doing the tensor product of the resolution. So essentially, we have to study the say, atomic cases when G is equal to Z and G equal to ZPA. And here, instead of using the bar resolution, which is very big, it's more convenient to use the classical small ZG3 resolution, which have only one generator by degree. And then the morphism induced by the product is also known. So here, what we have to do is to calculate for this resolution the morphism induced by the inversion, and then pass to the chain complex. So this will be here at this stage that we have to take into account the trivial or non-trivial action. And then we get the morphism induced by the inversion at the level of the chain complex. So here I will denote here by a small g. Okay, and then for studying the product, we can just do the tensor product of such chain complexes with the product, which is component-wise, and the morphism induced by the inversion, which is also component-wise. So, okay, so let's have a look to the atomic case when the action is trivial. So for Z, the chain complex we obtain is just this one with one generator in degree 0, with one generator of degree 1, which will be denoted like that. And so this is the chain complex which computes the homology of S1. The product is well known. The element of degree 0 will be the unit of the algebra. And we have V square, which is 0. So this is an exterior algebra with one generator of degree 1 and differential 0. And the morphism induced by the inversion here is given by the identity in degree 0 and multiplication by -1 in degree 1. Okay. For ZPA, so the chain complex is also well known, is given by that. Here the morphism induced by the inversion is the multiplication by the k power of PA-1 for the element of degree 2k-1 and 2k. Okay. The product is also well known and corresponds here to the structure of divided powers. So let me just note that the product of element of odd degree is always 0, and the square of even elements will be is divisible by 2. Okay, so now here, if we look at the chain complex, so we see that the homology will be concentrated in degree odd and will be equal to ZPA. So if we pass now the formula of the morphism induced by the inversion to homology, we will get that this is -1 to the k, multiplication by -1 to the k. Okay, and so we get that C times JC will be 0. Okay, so in this case, this will be 0. Okay, so now when we have a non-trivial action, so first, this can happen only for the atomic cases, only when G is equal to Z or Z is a cyclic group whose order is a power of 2, because if we have an element which acts non-trivially, then it have to have order, even order. And then here we can, in both cases, we can see that the morphism induced by the inversion will be the identity, and the product will be the same. So we will have the same properties as before, but the differential is not the same. And in particular, we will have that the homology of the group is always 0 or Z2. So, and this together with the fact that the square of element of odd degree is 0 or of even degree is divisible by 2 will permit to conclude. Okay, so and then we can and then we studying in the product and doing a more calculation, we obtain this, we have this proposition here. So when the action is non-trivial, so we will always have this result because when the action is non-trivial, we will necessarily, when we write a decomposition of G in a cyclic group, we will necessarily have one of these atomic case, and then the homology, whose homology is 0 or Z2, and this will imply that the total homology of the group with the QNet formula, we can see that this is 0 or a sum of Z2, okay? So, which will be important. And for the non-trivial action, so we get all these cases. Okay, and so to finish, I would like to show you an example which shows that the condition is 2 here is sharp. So we will see a class whose degree is equal to the rank in such a group. Okay, so the example, one possibility is as follows. We consider Z7 times Z3 and oops. Okay, and we will consider a class of degree 7, so equal to the rank. So this will be an element in this chain complexes, which is the 7 product of the chain complex for Z and tensor product with the chain complex for Z3, which are recorded here. And here we have the morphism induced by the inversion for, in the case, Z3. Okay, so this class here, so this is here with, I am just extending this notation. So this is a degree in each for each component, okay? So here we have 7, 1, and here 1, 7. Okay, and if we compute the inversion, the morphism induced by the inversion, so for this part here from Z, this is multiplication by -1. So here we will get minus the same, okay, multiplication by minus. And here for this element, this comes from this formula here, and then this will be 16 times this element. Okay, now when we pass to homology, so first, let me note that these 2 elements are cycles, and this here corresponds to the top class of Z7. So this is an element of infinite order and generator of this one. And this one here is comes from there and will be an element of order 3. And then in homology, so here we have to take mod 3, and then we obtain this element, which is not plus or minus C. And then when we compute C times GC, then the multiplication will be component by component, and we call that here 1 times 1 is 0, and the element of degree 0 is a unit of for the product. So what we get, so this will give 0, this will give 0, and we get the mixed product, and we get 2 times this element, which is not 0 in the homology of the group. Okay, so now we would like to realize that through a manifold in order to have an example which shows that our conditions in the theorem are sharp. So what we want to do is to construct, to have a manifold M whose fundamental group is exactly this group, with a map from M to the classifying space, BG, which here will be just the 7 product of S1 times the infinite free length space. And this map should be an isomorphism on fundamental group and should send the fundamental class of the manifold to our class C. Okay, so now here this corresponds to the fundamental class of this 7 product of S1. So I will consider this S7 product of S1, and this corresponds to the fundamental class of the 7-dimensional L3 length space. Okay, and to have the sum, we will consider here the connected sum, and as a map, we will do the pinch map, which collapse the gluing spheres and then go to the product. And this map here sends the fundamental class of N of this manifold, I call N, to C. Okay, but this space here is not, the fundamental group is not abelian. This is a free product of Z7 and Z3. And actually the morphism induced by this map, phi, is abelianization. So this is surjective, but not injective. But using now surgery, we can kill the kernel of this map, which is generated by the commutators. And doing that, we will not change the image of the fundamental class. So more precisely, we will get a manifold M of the same dimension, 7, and a map, gamma, from M to BG, which is an isomorphism of a fundamental group, and which image and which sends the fundamental class of M by the morphism induced by gamma exactly to C, to the same class as phi. Okay, and now M is abelian. So now, since for this class, we compute that the morphism induced by the morphism induced by chi send C cross C to an element which is not 0, we can conclude that the topological complexity as well as the category of the cofiber is maximal, equal to 2 times the dimension. And so this shows that the condition is sharp. And also I would like to note that so for this manifold, the image of the fundamental class here, so the image of these classes by the morphism induced by the inversion is not plus or minus this class. So this is not here plus or minus the multiplication par plus or minus 1. And so for the other example, we do the same. We have classes and then construct appropriate connected sum to realize these classes and do the same process. Okay, so I think this is all. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Lucille. Very nice, very nice and interesting talk.
Should I
now to the questions? Does anybody have a question who would like to make any comment? No questions?
So maybe I have a question. So one of the cases that you treat is the product of 3 finite cyclic groups of, if I remember correctly, of power, I mean, whose order is a power of a prime, right?
Can you repeat? I will try to.
Okay, so in the even dimensional.
Yes.
In the orientable.
Yes.
One of the types of abelian fundamental.
Okay, okay. I will say.
Maybe
so
if you
in the first.
If you open again the slide with the main theorem.
Yes. Here, yes.
Yes, exactly. So in well, this is the one that I remember, number 4. Maybe now I can also ask more generally. So in number 4, you have a finite abelian fundamental group, which is the product of exactly 3 cyclic groups. So what does this constraint of only 3 cyclic
Yes.
come from?
Yes. So essentially, this is like here we can consider as in an orientable surfaces in the connected sum of 2 torus. Then we will have okay, so what should be if you take here so just connected sum of 2 torus, okay, and so the with and we take x1, x2 for the first one, and 3. Okay, should I say this good? Okay, maybe. Do you see that? Can I write? Can I write?
No.
No? Here? Do you see that?
We don't see your writing.
You probably need to switch the screen that you're sharing.
Ah, okay. But now you see or not?
Not yet.
We see your cursor.
Okay. Okay, but maybe I should.
Okay. Now it seems to be working.
Just so with the notation as used before, if we are in the tensor product of so z 3 times, okay? So here we can consider these classes plus these classes. So this means this will correspond to the tensor, to the connected sum. This comes from the connected sum of 2 torus, S1 cross S1, okay? And now, if this is our class C, then G of C is the same, and we can compute that this is exactly 2 times 1, 1, 1, 1. And this is not 0. And for the example for the the finite group, we can do the same with L3 times L3. So say of order of dimension what you want, for instance, like that. And you will start with that. And you will have here exactly the same phenomenon with the class, so which will be, okay, so it should be here 7, 7, 0, 0, plus 0, 0, 7, 7. And if I take good, and then the, okay, if it is not 7, should be 5, but one of the inversion will be the same, and we can do exactly the same calculation. Okay, so the restriction comes from this possibility here to have zeros. So when we have the condition on the rank, so maybe it should have been better to explain like that. Oops. Here, when the rank is less than the dimension, then we necessarily we will have some non-trivial element here. And then with the product, this product will vanish. The mixed product we add here, which are not trivial, in this case will vanish. Okay, sorry.
Any other question? What happens, Lucille, if you consider different torsions, different primes? Would the problem be mainly computational? Or can you do some computations in those cases and get some results?
But in this case, the product between the relatively prime part will be zero. So actually, you can yes, you can from this condition here, you can deduce result for such product. Okay, so for instance, this one actually is exactly the same for any, is also true for any cyclic group.
Right. And from your results, I have the flavor. Well, let me first ask, did you mention at the very beginning of your talk an example of a closed manifold with the abelian fundamental group for which category was not, let's see, for which category was maximal, but TC was not? Is there any example like that, sir?
No.
Maximal category?
Category maximal and TC not maximal, yes. So for instance, RPN.
Ah, yeah. Sure.
So TC, yes.
Yeah.
For
Sure.
what was for me more surprising is to the existence of a manifold whose fundamental group is abelian and TC is maximal, because yes, all the known. I don't know if it is already known, so an example of such a manifold, but at least for me, this wasn't. I didn't know such an example.
So somehow this is a matter of understanding the cross product of the Bernstein's classes, somehow that not vanishing, depending on the fundamental group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Did you try and do anything? I guess the next type of group would be two-step nilpotent. Did you have? Can you do anything there, or is it all about this? Is it all about it being abelian?
No, here, yes, here things are abelian, yes.
Because you have to consider the switching map, the A times B inverse, and that to be a morphism.
Yes. Yes.
So somehow this is really the crux of the matter behind. And if it is not abelian, then you don't have the same technology, I suppose.
Right. I was thinking, like, instead of having a homomorphism from pi cross pi to pi, you might have a homomorphism from pi cross pi to some other group, which you understand.
Yes, and this gives, for instance, okay, for other examples, we can like, okay, some nilpotent, we can deduce that the category of the cofiber is not maximal.
Okay.
Okay, because here, yes, you go from the fundamental group to the abelianization, and then you can say something, but on the category of the cofiber. So if you can say that the category of the cofiber is maximal, okay, then you can say that TC will be also maximal. But
okay, yeah.
But,
okay, if there are any more questions, we can ask them, but let me just stop the recording now.